Well, we are in Walkersville, Maryland today, and we are at the Walkersville Goodwill. This one is hit or miss, but we're passing by. We had to stop. We're gonna head in and see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. Well, the Halloween is directly inside the door, so I have to stop here and at least check it over. What is this guy? Looks like the lid doesn't match the rest of it. Teleflora. What's in here? Just a fall piece. There's so much Halloween. It's really hard to take it all in. Last time I was here, you guys had mentioned that I missed a Fitz and Floyd piece. I doubt it's still here because it's been a while. But we might come across it. That thing is fun and a little bit creepy. Alright. Looks like there is... Oh, that has a chip on it. I remember I've bought and sold this one before. I don't really like the way that one's painted though. What is this down here? I almost missed it. It's made out of foam and then painted. Gosh. Is it Trendsetters? It's the same material as the Trendsetters thing I picked up the other week. Although this one looks like somebody took the liberty of painting it. I don't think it was originally like that. Here's a witch. Is this the Fitz and Floyd witch? No, this is something else. That one's got a giant chip on it though. A lot of the same stuff that I saw last time I was here, with the exception of these glasses. I don't remember those being here, but they're $1.50 each, and it's only $2. What is this? That is a Vidrico recycled glass. It is not Fire and Light recycled glass. It's a redware mug. It's kind of tiny though. I'd say it's probably only like 8 ounces. There's no chips or cracks on it. I think it's probably an artisan mug, but it's $2.49. Thinking that one is probably 18 to 24. That's usually what I can get for the better quality mugs. This one. That one kind of has a raised design to it. It's got coffee beans. Alright, not finding much today. Looks like Port Marion. There's no markings on it. It does have the botanical design on it though. I think I looked at this last week. Ooh, that's pretty. What is that there? I'm gonna check that out a little closer. Has a peacock on it. Let's look at the bottom. Dutch wax. Can't remember if that's a good one or not. I feel like we've looked at it before, and you guys left some information in the comments. So for that one, I may take a moment and look it up. These are really pretty. What are these? Those are nice. You know what? These match a chip and dip set that I picked up the last time I was here. Pretty sure they're matched. It's $2.49. And this one is $4.49, but they are matchy-matchy. And I can't really quite tell if they go together, if that's intended as a lid or if it's just a separate plate. Alright, let's take a peek over here. Lots of planters. There is some milk glass there. I actually bought one of these for just my own decor at one point. Arlington. I think mine was red. Down here looks kind of curious. It's got a weird texture to it. The rim is coming off though. I think that's just like chrome. I don't even know if that's silver or plate. I mean, I really do love the texture, but I'm just kind of not sure who makes it. Here are the candles and candle votives. My cart is like moving on its own. Okay. I feel like I looked at this before. What is this thing? I like the cactus candle. That's fun, but I don't know how much value that has. The looks of that thing. $3.49. I just like it because it has those applied little medallions on it. I think I'm gonna add that to my cart. Oh wait, is that one chipped? No, I don't think it's chipped. I think it's just a little crude. They've been clearing out and reorganizing a lot of the Goodwills in Maryland because this used to be just real cluttered and crowded. I kind of liked it because it was like a treasure hunt. Look at this guy with his pet beaver. That's fun. There's a piece down here. Oh wait, there's a piece up here. This one. This looks like pour over coffee. Is it? No, it's mud bod. I don't know. Mubod. I don't know. It's not what I'm looking for. I can't remember the brand that you're supposed to look for, but it's not that one. So down here again, this looks interesting. Is it a souvenir? It's not a souvenir. It's $2.49. There's a really pretty floral pattern on that. So we'll put that in here. And then the real reason I was coming down here is because the texture of that was interesting. But I don't think it's interesting enough. And this thing is just weird. It's got a weird shape to it. That is made from resin. And the back might be France. Kind of looks like the Moser. But I don't know about that. This one would probably glow under black light, maybe. And it's got a giant chip out of it, though. Need to check the bottom of this one, or maybe we have before. Yeah, it's deja vu. All right. It kind of has a Bill Campbell glaze to it, but it's not Bill Campbell. That's shiny. What is this? There's no markings on it. I think it's definitely made from crystal, though. Here's an Empoli bottle that's missing its stopper. $6.49. It's a shame that it doesn't have a stopper. I doubt that any amount of searching is going to turn one up, though. Pier 1. Those trees are cool. Those are made from wood. They're decorative. $4.49. Huh, they're like little holes on the bottom, like they could be held on pegs. Or maybe they originally had, like little, I don't know, they had trunks? Not really sure. I'll stick those in there for now. Here we are in the holiday section. Pretty much all the holidays except for Halloween, what they have up front. This guy is interesting. He's got a giant chip out of him, though. I kind of like the look of this vase from the other side, but now that I'm closer, I'm realizing it's really not that exciting. These, I guess, are little vases. I thought maybe it was an oil light. This is neat. This is $2.49. That's definitely vintage. I like the woodwork on the front. $2.49. I do pretty well with wooden boxes. It looks like this one is marked on. Well, actually, somebody did their math homework on the back of it. We'll put that in here as well. Now, I do want to pull up my cart over to the side real quick and look up that Dutch wax bowl. So I just did a search for Dutch wax bowl on eBay. Then I sorted by sold, and I sorted highest to the lowest. So we're going to see the Dutch wax bowls that sell for the most, and then we're going to scroll down and see those that sell for the least. So here is a 10-inch that sold for $24. Those ones all have owls on them, though. This one has peacocks. I guess that's similar. It doesn't look like they sell for very much. So I think I'm going to put the peacock bowl back. These look like they might have etching on them. They do have etching on them. Those are kind of curious. I'd say they're also hand blown, given the fact that there are no seams on them and the bottom looks really nice. I have no idea who makes these, though. They're $1.49. $1.49, huh? And it looks like they were intended to be monogrammed and never were. I don't know. I might have to think about those for a minute. I feel like if I bought that, that's not something I would be excited about listing, and I'm trying to weed out the stuff that I buy and buy stuff that I'm going to be excited about. This is St. Joseph's Church. That's a vintage piece of restaurantware, it looks like. So I think this is the last section that I have to check out. It's kind of interesting. It's a chicken and a sun. And there's no damage on it. I'm seeing a lot of damage on a lot of pieces. That's $2.49. There's probably a little bit of money to be made there, but I have quite a few things in my cart, so I'm going to be a little bit more discerning. That's vintage. Lena Roberta Rupard painted that. Although it's not really painted, it's transfer. So I'm not really sure. Maybe she just owned it at one point. There's a... Oh, look. Silk glaze. There's no markings on it or anything. Well, I think that's it for me out of the hard goods. I am going to swing by the lamps real quick. I've never really found much in the lamps, and I don't think today is going to be any exception to that. Back here does look like it might be Italian, so maybe I'll take a closer look at that. Move over, little teddy bear. The shade does not do it justice. I think you're going to be able to see it, but on the far side it actually says Deruta, and so this might be a candidate for picking up. And it's easy to ship. It's small enough that I can fit in a normal box. I don't have to use an oversized box. Except Deruta Italy lamp. I got one result. It's this one right here. This is a hanging light though. This is a ceiling light. It was $84. So I feel like there's some money to be made on that at $7.49. I feel like this is probably the thing I'm most excited about at this point. See a little clown down there. He's made out of paper, $2.49. I feel like he probably would have had balloons or something. Like every time I see these, it's more than just the clown. So he also has some damage there on the front of his hat, which is a shame. What is this down here? That is a bank of some sort. What is that? The San Francisco, trolley bank. There is damage to it. What is it? Oh, it's Otakiri. Look at that. That's fun. Where did I see that damage? Oh, right there on the bottom. You can kind of see it. And that's really the only damage, but I don't know. Maybe I'll look up a quick comp on that. What is this down here? Oh, it's a lighthouse and ships and stuff. So there are no trolleys that are sold, but there are some enlisted. It looks like this one is listed at, $16. This one's a cookie jar, though. I'm a little confused. This says cookie jar, and the one we're looking at is definitely a bank. But I mean, if that only sells for $16 and that's what they're asking, it hasn't even sold yet, I don't think it's probably worth grabbing that. Kitty, that looks interesting. Oh, it's made of chalk. It kind of had the appearance of like Anderson pottery, kind of a matte glaze, but I think it's just like a plaster kitty cat that somebody painted. And this, even though this is cute and it is vintage, I don't see much value in that. $3.49. These little baby kid planters, they don't sell for very much as a general rule. Ladder looks interesting. I feel like I need to pull that out. Oh my gosh, it's extremely heavy. It looks Italian, and I think that's some Italian monument, isn't it? Am I crazy? Shouldn't be doing this one-handed, but here we go. Carolina First Campaign. Oh, it's not. Oh, it is made in Italy. I was like, it is Italian. Yeah, I don't know. It's really large and kind of fragile. It would make me nervous to ship. So I'm going to put it back. Kind of like those candlestick holders. Those are fun. They feel kind of light and low quality. I'm not sure though. They do have this spinny compass. $2.49 each. I mean, I feel like they're more contemporary than vintage. Those might sell well. Might be nice for like a beach house or something like that. So, okay, I think that is all we are going to pick up today. Okay, well, my total spend there at the Walkersville Goodwill was $35, and I'm really pleased with everything we got. I feel like we got some nice quality pieces. As I mentioned in a previous video, I'm gonna try to pause before I check out from now on to like review what I have in my cart and make sure that I'm excited about what I have, because a lot of the times when I'm not excited, it doesn't get listed. You guys probably noticed that. Or it gets listed last. So anyway, I think we weeded it out. We got some good pieces today. Actually, I don't think I weeded anything out. I just made more better decisions. Please don't come at me. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get out of here now, but I think I'm gonna bring you guys back to the shop because I have a whole pile of auction stuff that I still need to go through. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here at the Goodwill. I'm not ending the video. I'm going to take you guys back to the shop. Here we go. We are here back at the shop, and I wanted to go through some boxes with all of you. The previous auction winnings, I haven't even really made a dent in them because I haven't been doing a whole lot of these sold videos, or I'm sorry, haul videos. So I really need to get through this stuff, and I figured today was the day. We're gonna go through one of the boxes that I've already unboxed and I have out here on the cart for you. So let's get started. Here we go. So we're working in the dark. Is anyone really surprised? Probably not at this point. But here I have quite a few goodies. And I don't think you guys have seen these things yet. There are a few things that as I was tidying up around here, I know it doesn't look like I was tidying up, but I was. And I made quite a bit of progress. And I found a few things in the boxes that I'm like, wait a second. How long ago did I buy this? For instance, this here. This is, I believe, Dorothy Thorpe. It sure has a silver band like it would be. And it is a covered dish. My concern with this is that there is lots of wearing on the lid. But it's a really nice shape and I liked the design of it. So I decided, you know what, rather than stick that in a donation box, let's stick it on the cart and I'll refresh everyone's memory about this thing that I bought. This is another thing. You may remember this from the Hoarder series that we did. A lot of you have been asking if there's any updates there. There is not any updates. I have not had any opportunities to speak with Gus, so I don't really know what's been going on in his life or what he's been doing. I know there was some issues there, and not something that I want to really talk about on YouTube. But for now, as far as I know, I don't know anything. So there really is no updates on the Hoarder House, unfortunately. But this came from there, and I wasn't really quite sure what it was. It looks Victorian in style with this base, and I didn't know if it was necessarily a jewelry display. You could drape necklaces off of it, or what its purpose was. But it's been just laying around, and I thought, you know what? Let's stick that on the cart. Let's get that listed on eBay and be done with it. So I'm probably going to list this. I think I have a box for it. It's a little bit tall, and you have to be mindful of the fact that it's an oversized box, so the cost is going to be a little bit more on something of this size, unfortunately. This was on the floor. Remember, I rescued this from the Goodwill so it wouldn't get broken, and then I saw it on the floor, and I was like, how did that get there? So she made her way back up to the cart. I've actually had a few people ask about her, so I will get her listed. She's just so sweet. Look at the little baby. So darling. Okay, other pieces. This here was from the auction. That was just stuff I had laying around. Now we're going to get into the auction stuff. This one is marked on the bottom. Los Tanos. Jose looks Flores. That's what it says, Puerto Rico. And it has figural, I don't know what those are, but they're on the side. It looks like a creature of some sort. Or is that a person? I think it's a creature person. We have some glasses. I was going to say, I swear these were marked, and they are marked. They're Serve. Wait, I've had these before. I can't remember. Yeah, CERVE, Serve. And they have these flowers. I don't know if those are hibiscus flowers. Let's stick those over here. This is, I believe, Italian. It is marked on there. I think I have bought and sold these before, though. Just checking over for damage. Her hanky is a little bit sharp, but I think that's just the style, like even the hair. So, figurine. Found this horse. Actually, this was not auction. I found it in a box. I almost wondered if it was a trophy, because they have those two little holes there, like maybe it had a plaque at one point. This marble is absolutely fantastic. Look at how controlled those bubbles are. And it almost looks like a wave. This is a marble. It's circular. I think it's just a decorative marble. There is a marking on the bottom. It looks like JS02. So JS02. And I did look it up and I was able to find the artist of it. So I'll have to do that again before I list it because I don't recall. This is Costa Boda. This is Bertil Valian. I don't know if it's signed. I just know I recognize the design as being Bertil Valian. So it is marked Valian on the bottom. Some of them are not marked. I have found them before. Same exact design, no marking on the bottom, but this design is attributed to Kosta Boda and to the designer Bertil Valian, which I'm probably butchering his name. This is metal. There is a little bit of denting there on the lip. This, you know, speaking of the hoarder house, this one reminds me of that yellow vase that I got. It was bright yellow and it had flowers on it, and it was also metal. I think that one had sterling silver on it, though. I don't know if this one, although, you know, the tarnish on that could be, but I can't say one way or the other. This one is also by the same artist who did that marble, I believe, if I recall. Let's see. Maybe not. There's another piece here that is by that artist, but this might not be it. Oh, no, it is. There's a signature there. Looks like a different signature, though. Yeah, I think I'm just making stuff up. This is signed. This one doesn't have any markings, but look at how polished that base is and the clarity of the glass. Jesse and I were out shopping today at Bedford Street Antique. He'd never been to an antique mall before, and I was showing him how I identify good pieces of glass, whether that's Murano or Czech or whatever. And one thing I look at is the clarity, like how many air bubbles do they have in them? Like, is the glass clear or is it yellowing? Is the bottom polished? In this case, it is. So this seems like a good quality paperweight, even if there are no markings or signatures on it. This is like just a little glob of glass, like it fell on the ground, and they're like, "Hey, scoop that up. Let's market that." So it just looks like a glob to me, but who knows? Maybe it's a special glob. This marble is my favorite, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to walk over to the light, and I'm going to show you why this is my favorite. And it is marked Marco something. Okay, so you see it, right? We're going to flip it over, and it's clear. It's a clear marble, but once you start to tip it, you can see there's waves, and then there's a magnifying quality about it that you actually see a starfish in the bottom. Okay, so look, clear marble, it's clear, right? But it's not. If you look down into it, you can see a starfish, and I'll tell you what, the camera's really not doing it justice. There we go, that's a little bit better. But it's like dichroic glass, so it's got this foily look to it. And then the starfish in the bottom. So this was really exciting. I didn't realize it was like this when I bought it. So I bought it and I was unboxing stuff, and then I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, is that not cool? There you go. Gotta be careful how I photograph it for the listing too. I don't want everyone to be like, oh, that clear marble. But I think that's really it. That's everything. Oh, I've got this cracked plate over here. This was in a box, and also this. I think this might be old as well. This unfortunately has a giant crack. You can see it was intended to hang. Looks like it has some serious age to it, but I'm just really not that enthusiastic about the crack. It was likely an extra. What is this one? It doesn't have any markings on it, but it's a nice fall bowl. In fact, I think I'm going to go put it on my fall shelf. I have started putting everything fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all the things, down on this shelf. So I'm going to start listing this very soon. Remember the witch, but I'm going to hold off on it just a little while longer, and then I'm going to get it all listed. So that's pretty much it. That's everything I had on the cart. I still have 4 more boxes to go through, and if you recall, Jesse and Andrew went to pick this up. I think Jesse packed a good bit of it because everything is so perfectly packed. Like, everything has its own paper. A lot of the times when I go with Andrew, I just like use one piece of paper, and I'm like, I'll put 7 items in this one piece of paper, but no, it was done right. So it's a little bit more tedious to unpack, but I'm okay with that because the stuff is protected. This thing I was going to put over in one of the booths. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. I think it's like a desktop thingamabobber. I have no idea. But it is bound for a booth. So I think I'm gonna end the video right here. We went through a box of stuff. We uncovered some stuff we had forgotten about, and that's it for today. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I've been hanging around the shop for a little bit too long, and I'm starting to go a little crazy because I'm all by myself in the dark, you know. But I guess I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.